Warning. Please be advised of severe acts of violence, jump scares, blood, and psychological horror. This game is not for the faint of heart. Viewer discretion advised. Part 21. People are dying left and fucking right. Let's go. How is Hinako? I thought Anzu was the human. I knew it was an X, but the game was making me think it was X. And it was Hinako. Hinako had a victim video. Her legs were in midair like she was hung from something. I remember that, and I said, that doesn't mean they died. The girl doesn't look to have any blood on her. Can Hinako do anything only a doll could do, like switch parts? No. Muscle Punk got squished by walls. The blood from Cotton Candy's stomach. Clown lady getting cut up. Student specs in the axe. Everyone in such pain faces. Hinako is only a middle. Oh, that makes it even worse! I don't remember Hinako's expression. If you can't remember, that's to be expected. Hinako's video is the only one that didn't show the victim's face. With her face not being pictured, we can't even determine if it was Hinako herself. She got called Hinako during the exchange of the video. And you have to wonder. Supposing our logic so far hasn't been wrong, it's Hinako herself that's odd, right? Let's talk about Hinako. This is sickening! If Hinako was really human, does it mean she was just acting as if she died in the video? I don't think it's good to claim it was all an act. The shorty in the victim video and the shorty in the dummies were different people. Is there any other clue besides the victim videos? Do you remember seeing anything other than those videos that involved the victims? Paintings of those like Neo would become victims. I don't remember which painting. I don't know. A painting in the gallery. I doubt this. I just don't... Which painting would stand out to him? This one? Oh, that's Megumi. Yeah, something's weird here. Having the same clothes but different hair, that'd just be a different person. Paintings in the gallery are all victims who died during the death game. It's a given the girl in that painting was a victim here. No one's seen this black-haired girl. Surely because she died in the first trial before meeting anyone. Hiniko's video. There's a video of her first trial where she's clearly being called Hinako. The black-haired girl was the real Hinako Mishuku who was killed in the video. As for the dummy's Hinako, it was a separate human taking her place. So, pink-haired girl was a human, but it wasn't Hinako. Who the fuck is she then? Wouldn't X not be human? But Mai had X's human hands, didn't she? Well... I'll make one rebuttal of my own to your theory. The dummies were explained to you at the start. They were picked from those who had no connection with any other survivors. They were picked from those who had no connection with any other survivors. I picked the real Hinako. Supposing there were another one, even I'd stick to the rules. Which is to say the dummies would have included a black-haired Hinako. I'm confused. Wait. Kitaro? By all means, Kitaro, do you got something? I've been curious about this a long time. This isn't something I want to talk about, but do you remember when we first met Alice? Yeah, Alice lied about being someone like Gonbi or whatever. Yeah, sure. Alice. We were questioning him. This is one of the responses he gave. A speaker said something about a trial, but it was foolish. I committed myself to hiding. Hey, Sarah. Oh my god. Oh my god! That was Alice's first trial! Kitaro, you're talking about this, right? Sure am. It's a voice recorder with a recording for a pair first trial. Listen to it again. This is the first trial. You have 5 minutes. If you cannot escape in time, you lose your life. You are not alone. Your fate is tied to someone you cannot see. If you refuse this connection and are willing to betray them, you can leave safely. Follow the voice in your heart. This was in the locker room. It was a trial split between floors 4 and 5 where you kept in communication. He didn't have any ill will. Alice left the room casually. His partner died. Alice won his first trial by betraying them, and who he betrayed was this black-haired girl. Okay, wait a minute. Alright. He killed her, the real Hinako. That's why the real Hinako wasn't one of the dummies. Because he created a relationship of perpetrator and victim between them. Both of them doing it unconsciously and for the one suffering the consequences. We really are just the relationship. We've solved the— I don't think we have! The dummies Hinako was human. What were these things attached to my? I guess I have to admit it. As a reward, I'll tell you. Like you worked out, I gave my living hands. But even so, that's not to say it's only my hands. That I gave away! This is fucking disturbing. His head spins. Surprise? You're clearly not human. I gave up my humanity. I split up and shared my body with a bunch of people, so I had hardly any human parts left. And my body's over 50% doll. Surely you would consider me a doll, right? And this way, the body can also be a majority vote. If X is considered a doll, it all makes sense. Jin is blue, X is red, that we know. Do your worst. I think that alone will mean victory. Well, we know that he has to be in one of the glowing ones. Lucky 6? Red. So it's a doll. Usually I'd want to have a discussion to pick which coffin to hit. We don't have a choice. That isn't picking this coffin. Aren't there other glowing coffins? What if Jin's in them? The right move is to pick coffins that definitely have dolls in them. You're really okay with that? What X? Picking red means you might be picking one of the dummies, right? There will be no trace of them left. You okay with that? There's a chance of anyone getting picked. Other than Anzu and Ranmaru in the non-glowing coffins. They'll surely pick an ally, Miss Sarah. Something's wrong. We're actually choosing 6? Yuck, I don't like this. If we're wrong, I think we're guaranteed fucked. I don't like this. We hit Mai. Oh, well, Mai was already dead. Pretty sure it has been decided. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like this game anymore. You're obligated to listen to my wish. Invalidating the results of the death game is off limits, Miss Sarah. We haven't come to any result yet. This lamp is just a hint. You're truly ridiculous. I'm making a demand. Just this once, change your selection, Ox. This isn't light game. Much too lame, mere hair splitting. I'm the floor master. The rules are all up to... That's some interesting hair splitting. Maester? She's got a point, Axe. It's not altering the outcome, just changing the process a tad. Didn't you say you wanted to play more? Don't be absurd. This isn't for you to decide. Let me out. I'll manage the controls. We're still in the game. That'd be a rule violation. Maester? What's with this person? Why is he judging in our favor? Hold on, ain't that strange? And Maru. There's only 2 glowing coffins left. If he doesn't pick Jin here, then we'd be able to pick X with certainty next turn. Wouldn't that mean completely changing the outcome of the death game? Whose side are you on? It ain't gonna end. X, hurry up and pick a coffin to target. 2. What? 2? 2 is what? Wait, why me? Just hurry up and pick 2. Anzu. No, hold on, spare me, please, I don't want to die. Shut up, 2 and that's fine, I'll do it already. Alright, sure. Sorry, Anzu. I'd rather Anzu than Jen, so... How does it feel, Miss Sarah? Because of your wish, Anzu's now a mess. I sacrificed a dummy to save Jen. I discarded a doll so a human could live. Yeah, at this point, I think we've made it clear. We value an actual human's life over a doll's. And thank goodness, so far we're 4 for 4 on the dolls dying. I think there's only 1 doll left alive, and it's Ranmaru. Ranmaru is the only doll still alive. I don't know. Because I have a feeling X is naturally in the 3 column. Smart way to use our hint. We can't accept a loss. We've got the dummy's regrets on our backs. Shouldn't we be thinking about whose side Maester is on? I can't simply accept that 3 is the one. Shouldn't we be thinking about whose side Meester is on? Shorty must have worked with Seaweed Head, or she couldn't have blended in as a fake. A slip of the tongue from the enemy. Did anyone misspeak? Shorty must have worked with Seaweed Head. I don't know. Hinako's not our ally. You say they were all allies, but Hinako might have been an enemy. Why is the sound like glitching out? I want to believe in her, but will we find the answer that way? Can we really win? Hinako might have been her. Why did Hinako get killed then? What was Hinako trying to say in her last moments? What did Hinako say? A? A? What's this shaking? You're kidding, right? No way. Why me? This c- She sounds shocked. She sounds like she didn't even know. What's the shaking card? This k. I feel like it's gotta be that statement. I don't think this is right. That's also not right. There we go. Maybe I'm reading a bit too much into this. Rather than Hinako saying this can't be happening, she wanted to say this coffin? If Hinako was cooperating with X, maybe her coffin was intended not to be picked? And yet it was. She was betrayed. You know why she thought she wouldn't get picked? Because it was a non-glowing coffin, and she didn't know worry of being picked. Hinako's coffin was glowing, wasn't it? Then that idea is wrong. Is it wrong? Fixes Sarah. Hinako had hot cocoa, right? And she spilled it on Cotton Candy's coffin. What if the reason Hinako had the hot cocoa was to pour it on her own coffin? She splashed it on mine as a distraction. No wonder she got so many cups of cocoa. Tell me something. While this device was being set up, was it possible to trade coffins? I suppose you could. Say what? I locked them when starting, yes. Until then, everyone could do as they wished. Ah, shit! The incident happened just before the banquet began. All the coffins are being buried underground. X came out of his new coffin and called Hinako. Trade coffins with her. Isn't that cheating? Why did Hinako trade to them? She didn't necessarily know everything about how it worked. She didn't consider she would be betrayed. How about it, X? This trade thing wasn't in your plan, right? At first, you wanted to simply enjoy the game. You started to fear you'd die. You called Hinako and swapped with her. So what? You're acting all proud like you've won. What does knowing that do for you? You swapped with Hinako. You must be in a non-glowing coffin. There's 3 of those, right? Let's take a look. You have to pick from me from among 3 non-glowing coffins. And now you have no more clues. Oh yeah, you could use your last hint. Whatever you pick, it'll just be red. Who's still in a coffin? Wait. Who is still in a coffin? X, Jin. Ranmaru. Kurumada. And then we don't know the last one. Guess it all you like. It would have to be what? Axe, Renmaru, or Kurumada? Keiji's coffin is also one of the unglowed ones. I think we have to use our hint. Not guaranteed it'll be red. There's Keiji's coffin. Keiji's really in there after being executed. It would be blue. Why would X think otherwise? We can do this. We can do this, guys. Why would we use the hint on a non-glowing coffin? You know, 7. Sure, 7. Fuck it, why not? It'll be red. X is really gonna be confused. X is shocked. It came up blue. Blue means human. It's not X. It's Keiji's coffin. Mr. Policeman was executed? Keiji escaped. But then, what is inside? I don't know. Keiji has done something. X is sweating and is very confused. 2 coffins left, X. Sarah. Now it's 1 and 2. I don't think there's any more we can figure out from the discussion. We just have to choose one. I believe we'll win. Let's go for 4, I guess. I doubt I can lose, but I'm gonna go. Sure. It's either gotta be X or Ranmaru. Alright, fingers crossed, guys. Damn it. What if Jin switched coffins? X is realizing that things happened that he's not aware of. Jin might have been in X might be confused. X is so lost. Number 7 coffin should show red, right? Didn't Keiji escape? Must have put that in there instead. Our final trick. Guitarra, what did you do? When did you decide that was Keiji's coffin? Are you saying it's Jin's coffin? During the final coffin, Chuck. Did you do something with Jin's coffin? It's inconceivable. Go ahead, pick the one you believe in. X is confused. This is a final trap that me, Mai, and Keiji put together. If you let him think calmly, X might notice what's up too. You gotta thoroughly corner him, refute his ideas, and break his brain. Oh, was the coffin moving on there? We saw the cremation system being activated. Shouldn't it be most natural for you to think that Keiji is inside? No, it must be a deception. Keiji escaped from the coffin. That's wrong, X. Hiniko's video showed the death of real Hiniko. The victim videos were set to play as a reward for activating that. Is Keiji's actions afterward? True. By the type of collar, what? Your collar would show the same thing as the dummy is red. Okay, blue. How do you intend to explain that? There's only one answer that makes sense. What? Simple. Your reasoning has all been way off. But here's the thing, at this point, anything he chooses, unless he chooses his own. His collar from the control room. He was convinced it would be red. Saying it's all wrong. And who's in there? Is it Keiji? It can't be Jin. That above all would be impossible. Yeah, I'm sorry. You have no allies to support you when you're faced with a dilemma. Because you killed them all yourself, X. You choose. Decide your fate, X. Alright, I'll choose. I'm picking... this one. Well, who's in 7? Did we just kill Keiji? Isn't that how the beginning of this game? Keiji? Wait, Keiji's not even in a coffin. Renmaru locked me in the charging room. A rule violation. I only realized just now. You used it. Mishima's collar. Professor Mishima's collar? What? Mishima's head, which Miley failed to collect. His collar was still on the severed head. We still haven't found that collar. You're the one who had it, Keiji. You put it in that coffin. And? That's foul play! Using a missing collar from another floor isn't a valid part of the game. It's against the rule. It is not against... Where was... What? Show me that rule. Mishima's collar's a rule violation. Clear foul play. We've settled this game. Give up and die already. No, X is right. What? Mishima's collar is an illegal item that was never meant to be used. To dodge execution with it. Now that's unfair. Rule breakers will be executed. But then, the rule breaker who put the collar in the coffin. That'd be Keiji. What? 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 No! Wait. We remain undaunted. We were prepared for this. Even though there's a way you could be saved? I'm not interested in the finished game, you see. Once I win, I cease to care about who played dirty. Don't listen to him, Sarah. If I win, I won't expose your transgression and won't punish you. Choose Jin, Sarah. If you pick Jin, I'll let Keiji go, Sarah. We've killed almost everyone in all of these coffins. All that's left is 3, 5, and 8. And I need to save the game because this has been a lot to think about. But 8 is a human, so it's not Jin. Jin's not in a glowing coffin. So Jin's in this one? I think. Yeah, I think that's what we determined, right? Keiji was prepared to sacrifice. X is dead. There's no need. I'll tell you everything. Alright. Excuse me? Kyutaro's a doll? What the fuck is going on? Sorry for fooling you this whole time. This is what I really am. What do you mean? I'm not the real Kyutaro. I'm a doll Sapphilin prepared. A doll. Keiji, you look bewildered yourself. Yeah. I just did what he expected I'd do. I put X's collar in the coffin. Right. After we put the collar in, we split up to act separately. Keiji went to floor 5 and we went to the cemetery. Why did you go back there? The truth is I was at my limit. My stab wound was even deeper than I thought. You can't, Kyutaro. Get up. We're going to meet Sarah and the others, right? If you stay here, won't you get burned to death? I'm sorry. Seems it's too late for me. Is that what Sapphilin told you? I don't want this. It's because of me. Don't cry. There's no time. What you need to do is... I can't do it alone without you, Kyutaro. You won't be alone. I have a doll. Sapphilin will help you. If you can just get the ID card, use the AI Siever with my doll. What about you? Are you planning to die here without anyone knowing? It'll be the ultimate camouflage. That's ridiculous, please. Get going, Mai. It can't be. Inside Coffin 7 was the real Kyutaro. Yeah. So Kyutaro's dead. No. Jin, you got out? Muscle Gorilla, so we already... I'm sorry. I'm guessing he was burned in the coffin then. So are Kyutaro and Rekko both dead? Why? We were gonna get home together. Don't cry now. Jin, you're a big boy, right? Sarah, you're allies. You gotta protect him, right? He was all alone. We couldn't even talk. I couldn't tell him anything. No, he knew. I may just be a copy, but even now, I feel like I'd be willing to die for you. What are you saying? You can't. My good fortune was my heart being weak. To tell the truth, I wavered lots of times. I even thought about abandoning everybody. Even so, I couldn't. It wasn't kindness or anything, I just yielded. That part of me that wanted to survive, even if it meant killing someone else. So I'm happy that I could come to your aid. Muscle Gorilla? What's wrong? Muscle Gorilla Kyutaro! Thanks, Jen. Mr. Kyutaro? Mr. Kyutaro? So what, is the doll now getting his neck burned instead of Keiji? It's over. All the dolls have run out of battery. Next will be your final game. The winner will be decided. No, it won't. Huh? We'll escape. We won't do as you expect us to. Well, I look forward to that. Jin Ibushi? What? Keiji Shinogi? Shin Tsukimi? And Sarah Shidawan. The four of you will have one final match. Until then, give some careful thought to the ways you might outwit each other. I had a feeling. So this is not the end of the game. Now we have to wait for final chapter part 2. So does that mean Rekko's actually dead? Because I seriously thought Rekko was alive. But I guess Rekko really did die. So Rekko's dead, Kyutaro's dead. It is just, all the dolls are dead. It is me, Jin, Keiji, and Shin left. That's it. This sucks. So here's the situation. We're in a weird position here. Because... oh my fucking god. So wait a minute. If we actually go into a main game with a vote, then there would be one Keymaster, one Sage, one Sacrifice, and one Commoner. And you know what? You actually want the Sacrifice card at this point because... let's say you hold the Sacrifice card. You can choose whoever you want to live, and you tell them, vote for me. Just trust me, vote for me. You vote for yourself with your 2 votes. The third vote votes for you. And the Sacrifice gets to choose one person to leave and the rest die. If we vote the Keymaster, everyone dies except for the Keymaster. So the Keymaster needs to live only if they vote the Sage or the Commoner. The Sage knows who the Keymaster is, which means the Sage has a 50% chance at knowing who the Sacrifice is. If it comes down to only 2 living, I hope it's Jen, and I hope it's Sarah. If not Sarah, then Shin. Keiji, I think Keiji's already proven that he's willing to sacrifice himself. I can't believe it. How much longer do we have to wait for this game to be done? Well, I guess now we're back to waiting more. Thanks for watching, guys, and, oh boy. See you again probably come December at this rate. Bye-bye.